What's good? What's good? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you are new, subscribe. Don't forget to smash the like button, and of course, you share. So today, we want to talk about, or rather, I want to talk about consistency. Mm. Manchester United, we are not consistent. After we have won, it's easy to predict our next result because after we have won, the next game, if it's not a loss, then it's going to be a draw. We are not consistent. And so today we want to look at some of the reasons that can help us change that, because even if I take a look, I take you through some of our previous results here, because it's an issue that it's really affecting us. Consistency. We can't just have a smooth run. One day, this day we are happy, the next day we are crying. Mm. We can't just be happy like every other normal team. We're a big team. This is something that we should not be even talking about consistency. Mm. So you take a look. Our previous game, of course, yes, you can see was a Fenerbahce. We drew 1-1. Before that, we had a very good performance, at Brentford. Brentford came to Old Trafford. We won it 2-1, though we came from a goal down to come back 2-1. Previously, we were at Aston Villa. We drew uh, a 0-0 scoreline draw. Before that, we were at Porto. We were 2 goals up. Imagine. We bottled it. It ended 3-3 with Maguire saving us in the last minute. Before that, we suffered a 3-0 loss to Tottenham at home. Remember. Uh, Before that loss at 20 in the first Europa game, they came to Old Trafford. We scored fast as usual, but then the game ended uh, with a 1-1 draw. Before 20, it was at Crystal Palace, 0-0 draw also. Coming from a very, very confident performance, we wiped Barnsley away at Old Trafford, a 7-0 thriller, 7 thriller goal. We thought we had it, we are back, but that was not the case. Before that, I think this was the only place this season I've seen we have won 2 games in a row. Before that, because we went to Southampton, the Saints, we punished them 3-0. Of course, before that also, we succumbed to Liverpool 3-0. So, and etc., etc., etc. You can see it's not good. It's not a good run. So consistent. We are not consistent. We can't keep a win. That's so bad, and we should be, at least we're humans, and we should be this moment we're happy, at least we're happy. Yeah, I know it's football, you never know the expectations, but this one of ours, it's to another level. So we want to look at the reasons, some of the things I think, according to me, that if we do as a team, as the Manchester United manager, fraternity, of course, staffing, all that, if they try to employ these things, that they can bring changes. So at least they can, at least, if not, make some improvements. The first thing, player rotation. I think we need to minimize player rotation. This is a case you bring a player who is, for example, a center back to play as a striker. I'm not saying we did that. I'm using that as an example. Of course, you saw Mazraoui, who is a right back, playing in the attacking midfielder's position. So these player rotations, I think we should minimize them, because these are some of the things. The players are professionals who are trained, to be in specific positions. So the moment you change that, I think it will have an impact in the way the player will perform. So player rotations should be something of the past, and we should not be trying it again. Mm. Another thing, we should have a permanent 11. This is a case scenario. This game we will see these players. The next game we'll see another players. It's like we're Chelsea, we have 65 players, and that's not the case, because the moment we should be having a permanent 11, because that's we will be witnessing, some gradual performance impact. It's easy to tell where a place or a certain location or a certain section where we have a weakness. But the moment we are playing different players every day in a certain role, it won't help us, and it will lead to a very, very big issue when it comes to trying to know some of the issues, trying to know some of the, or rather some of the difficulties we're facing, of course, in the squad level. So I think we should be having a permanent 11. And of course, regarding this, touching on this permanent 11, I want to talk about Rashford and Garnacho, and of course, the left and right wing. I've always said it. Of course, Rashford and Garnacho, now they're in form, all of them. But please, resist these players to the left wing. Start one, bench one, let the other one come to try and change things. This right wing, leave it to Ahmad and Anthony. Unfortunately, Anthony has an injury. So, but of course, that's where we can allow that, because you can start Ahmad and you can sub on Rashford later, or you can sub on Garnacho later, or you can start. But the thing I'm saying is, let Garnacho and and Rashford be on the left side, please. I think they're more productive there, and we've witnessed it and we've seen it. Uh, Also, we should always be starting Rasmus. He's our number 9, our goal scorer, our machine. You saw it even yesterday. The hold up play this man has, plus the turn, everything is wonderful. We should be starting him. Let Zaxi come on later when the game is about to, of course, come to an end, so that he can try and change it in case it goes south. So yeah, and also Luke Shaw and Malashi. I don't know the whereabouts of these lads of ours. Though Luke Shaw is in personal training, individual training. Malasha has been training with the group, so I don't know when he will be making his debut. But I think it will be sooner enough, of course. So I think if we deploy these things, these two issues, it could get us somewhere. It could get us somewhere. So please, Ten Hag and of course Manchester United staffing manager, do us that favor. Of course, we need to be seeing consistency in the team. We should be. We're a big team. We need to see that. Thank you.